Everybody's going crazy.
Oh, I see, because you've named the thing where everybody's
Yeah,
going
that's
crazy.
the name of the event. Everybody's crazy.
Mabini sets up fun little events on Discord for our recording sessions.
Yeah.
And this one's called
Everybody's
Everybody's Fucking
crazy.
Insane!
Everybody's going crazy.
Oops, don't put the boots on, you silly goob.
That's true. Everybody is going crazy. Nintendo's like, give us your
Us.
money, and everyone's like, well, I guess I have to.
No!
That's what
Actually, well, I don't know. So that's the thing, is like people are so mad about the prizes.
they're not. What are they gonna
There are
do?
boycotts going all over the dang
Sure.
place.
What was the price of the Nintendo Switch? Did that change? Did that get jacked up like the PS5 and Xbox?
I don't
Because
remember.
when the PS5 was first announced, it was like $300 or $400. I think now it's actually a lot more. The problem at the time was that people could put a deposit down to get the PS5. So did Nintendo do the same sort of thing where their prices just went up? Or did they keep the same prices and then now with the Switch 2 they're gonna jack them up?
I don't really know, honestly. I know that like the Switch 2 costs more than the Switch 1 did, and it's at a price that's like slightly inflated, but people fairly understand it and like expected
How
it.
much is it?
I can't remember. I know a lot of the American prices because that's what I
I'll
was
look
talking
it
about
up. It's
online. I forget
probably
what
on
it is,
JB
it's
Hi-Fi.
The price has not changed, at least if you're buying it, like normally from a brand new like
$770 for
it started
Mario
at
Kart and Switch
$300 and it is still $300.
So you can get Mario Kart bundled in, a digital version, not the physical version.
Okay,
with the
it's
Switch
just
2,
$700
which-
at JB Hi-Fi for just the console.
Yeah, and they stole my guy. There he goes.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Oh.
Down to hell. Joker voice, you get what you fucking deserve. I don't know.
If you want Nintendo Switch with Mario Kart, the default one, it's $337 off of Amazon. So to answer your question, no, the price has not dropped off of the default refurbished things, or like changed really. So it'll probably stay at $450.
Thing about the prices that I've seen a lot is a lot of people are saying that it's, especially with the cost of living these days, and I don't want to get super into all that necessarily, but a lot of people are saying like things are just too expensive that a lot of people that would have gotten it otherwise are like have now decided like obviously there are people who are mad and are boycotting it just out of principle, but there's also just a lot of people that are generally just like it's
They can't
now
afford it.
has just
Yes.
gone out of my price
Yeah.
range.
Correct.
And it's really curious because, everyone's talking about the Nintendo 3DS, which had a similar situation where it launched at a pretty high price. Nobody bought it, and then they had to drop it down like a year later. I bought it, though, because I'm a fucking idiot. But, I'm a Nintendo 3DS ambassador now. I get to play fucking Metroid Fusion. That's cool. So everyone's kind of hoping that, like, okay, if the Switch 2 does really poorly, sale... Oh, my God!
I mean, theoretically, yes, if the sales are bad, they're going to probably drop the price on it.
So a lot of people are like, I'll just wait and see. Because, yeah, like simultaneously there's people like, I don't want to pay it. And then there's a lot of people that are like, literally can't pay it. Like, I don't blame either of them. And I agree. Fuck off. Jesus. I want the price to drop as well. I mean, anyone would. If you're saying you want prices to go down. Hot take. Things should not be so expensive. Crazy for it. I know.
Yeah.
The internet's so angry. Like, I don't know. I do feel like, at least, I mean, and maybe like the internet's just making me, like, I'm just reading what they're saying and believing that that they're representative of everyone. But it really does feel like it's not going to go over well.
When's Metroid
Prime 4?
Metroid Prime 4? They announced it yet? Confirmed it for Switch 2 day one release?
It's not day one, but it
Day
will be
2.
when it comes out. There's a lot of games coming out day one, including like Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4. There's like shit tons of games that they announced
Luigi's
that are
Mansion
getting
4.
ports and things. Although, so that was another thing I want to talk about. It's funny, we talked about it in an episode of Wind Waker. A few days after we recorded it, they announced GameCube emulator indeed coming to Switch too. And then our episode talking about how like, do you think it'll ever come out? Came out, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're going to miss me with that shit. Same reason as the N64 stuff. I'm not giving them an extra $40 fucking for a shitty emulator. I am
But
good.
it's got Luigi's Mansion. They confirmed it.
Yes, but I can
It even
play
has Wind
Luigi's
Waker.
Mansion
Guys, we
right
can
now.
finally-
I could literally open it up right now on my totally legal GameCube hooked up to my computer. I don't need to pay them $40
But
to
Frank,
do it.
we can finally play Wind Waker. It's the first game they showed on it. We can finally do a series on Wind Waker.
Oh wow, we could finally play Wind Waker.
Aren't you excited? Don't you like Wind Waker? Don't you want to finally do our series on it?
No.
My
To
question
be honest
is,
with you,
why can't they put DS games on the Switch?
because they're putting
There
that on
was,
the PC. They're too busy porting those over to Steam.
There was a DS emulator on the Wii U. weirdly enough. I didn't know that for a really long time, but you could play like Spirit Tracks and shit.
Phantom
online. I was like,
Hourglass.
what?
I also did not know that because my Wii. I think I only bought 2 games for the Wii U, and then never anything else on the Wii U. Sorry, 3 games on the Wii U.
Those 2 games, I'm curious what they are now.
Well, I mean, you know what one of them is.
Wind
You
Waker.
came, no, incorrect.
Let's go.
But I'm pretty sure you were around when I was playing one of the games on there.
I think you played the fucking Nintendo. You had Nintendo Land.
Yes, Nintendo Land.
I remember playing that at your house.
And Pikmin 3, and then fucking Zombie U.
Hell
remember
yeah.
that, yeah.
We could play Nintendo Land now. I have a Wii U that I'm recording on right now.
Oh, you know what? That's an
but
even
I don't
better
own
idea.
Nintendo Land because I'm a
We
fucking
could
scrub.
restart the Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts series. You're right.
Well, Frank, it's up
Play
to
on
you.
PC.
Is the next Frank series Nuts and Bolts 2 or is it friggin' Resident Evil? Oh my god, I'm dying.
I definitely don't think the next
Resident Evil
series is
4.
going to be Resident Evil.
Why not?
Mostly
Why?
because I've recently just finished playing through it again.
Oh.
What about the remake? I wanted to ask what your thoughts
That's
are.
what I recently played through.
Oh, then we play the original one. The better one.
And I've also
Looks
recently
different, so
played through
confirmation.
the original. You need to understand that looks at camera audience. I am a psychopath. Okay, nostalgia has a dangerous grip on my soul, so I tend to quite often revisit the games that I find to be good old games.
All I do is literally play the same like 10 games over and over again in a circle. Actually, I recently just played Okami. That was also on my list. I finally played through Okami for the first time. I tried playing it years ago. I tried playing it on the Wii, and I don't know how the fuck people do that. God, every time I play the Wii, I hate it more and more.
There's a fucking rainstorm going on at my house. Is it raining at your house, Liam?
It is not.
Because it's like crazy windy, and now it's just bucketing down with rain now. Probably won't last too long, but it's still going to be like wet everywhere. I have a towel that was almost
so true.
dry. I'm glad I went and got most of my washing off the line this morning.
Otherwise, you have to leave it in for another drying cycle.
Well, I think tomorrow's going to be sunny, so it doesn't matter. It can stay out there. It'll dry. I did some housework, made a little chilling spot at my back step, put a couple of chairs down, put a table down, chucked a heap of crap in the bin, moved a heap of shit around. I haven't used the spot yet because it has not been pleasant weather. One day it will be. And I'll have my breakfast out on the back step and just be able to chill.
It's friggin' wholesome 100 big chungus right there that you've seen.
Yeah. I've been playing Dawn of War 2 Retribution as Imperial
I
Guard.
saw that. I thought you were doing it because you're like, oh, it's your 15 years, so it's like you gotta go through the classics.
Part of that, but I went back and watched because I'm like, did I ever do a Friday Night Fun for the 10-year anniversary? And I'm like, oh, I did, and also it was like supposed to be the exact same setup as what my very first Dawn of War 2 video. In that particular video, I didn't talk too much about the 10-year stuff until the next video. Recently, Dawn of War 2 did a 15-year anniversary edition. So Dawn of War 1 and Dawn of War 2, I think I already had the Dawn of War 1 anthology. I got Dawn of War 2 Retribution for some reason, and yeah, Seb was saying that as well. He just got given the freaking bunch of free games. I'm like, oh shit, I can play as Imperial Guard now. I've never played as them in Dawn of War 2.
Is that like from a DLC or is it a
It's
new
just like
edition
a
from
version,
the,
an expansion that I
anniversary?
don't have, and so now I've been learning how to play as Imperial Guard, and recently worked out my strategy, and now I'm pretty much done on it.
Done on it? You've finished it already? You're like, oh,
once I work out a way to win every time, I'm pretty cool with it. I have another thing I want to do, because with Imperial Guard they're all about tanks, but with my strategy you just don't use tanks at all because they're stupid. Go-to strategy is to make sure you have something to kill vehicles, something to deal suppression so that the enemy troops will just run away. Give your boys flamers as well so that they can just deal annoying amount of damage to most people. It pretty much works most of the time. And also I worked out what hero to use, because I don't really like the Inquisitor because they only have guns and not melee weapons, and the Lord General is just another one with guns. I don't like heroes with guns. I need them to have a melee weapon so they can tie up the enemy in combat while your guys shoot at them. Just like hold their position down and then you can just beat them. That was a fun bit, really. Going like, okay, I guess he has to have a power fist every time because it's just the best option.
So
I
guess he has to have a cool fucking fist every time.
I just wanted to test out my strategy against every race possible to see if there was a race that could easily beat him. Like, I thought Tyranids might be a close challenge, with the Hive Tyrant, the count effects, and nope, we were all gravy. We just stood outside their base, destroyed everything. I was a bit worried when the count effects dropped, but it didn't kill us. Eldar Avatar, I was worried that might kill all my soldiers, but they didn't. The great Unclean one, Chaos Monster.
AKA your nickname in high school.
Yes.
Correct.
What do you mean in high school? It's just my nickname in general.
Is that the most basic thing that anyone's ever said about the Unclean one? The most fucking standard, everyone said it before. That's your nickname. You're the great... Jesus fucking Christ. Just mute my... Stephanie, mute my microphone. Thank you.
Mute. Can we just kill him? We should probably just kill him instead, I think.
Definitely
Just
start a
delete everything.
podcast with you and your friends. It's called Steph 3.
Interviews, H3H3.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm bringing it
Yeah.
back.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
The funniest thing about that like really enlightened me to how fucking far off the handle that Ethan's gone, that he has that like button that he has to press when he goes off the rails. That like made me realize like this guy
And then it doesn't
either
even
needs
work.
a break or needs to stop. If you need a button to censor yourself, like you've already lost. You've gone too far.
And then the best part is it doesn't even work half the time.
I don't know if you've seen it, but I guess you haven't. But like apparently the H3 podcasts or what? Don't they have like 10 podcasts? I don't know.
I've seen
But,
one recently. I watched like 20 minutes of it, and then I was like, this isn't for me anymore. Like it used to be back when they were a bit more humble, and they were.
Oh, they are so not humble.
They're
anymore.
not humble.
Did I ever say on Same like one of the biggest reasons I stopped watching them?
I don't remember.
No.
Do not recall.
Clickbait, like every freaking title was like click.
Oh, that was
later.
I did say that in Donkey Kong Country, where I was just really pissed off with their clickbait titles. I was just like, I'm tired of being fucking pushed around.
Yeah.
I don't want this anymore. No, honestly, one of the biggest reasons is that I just kind of stopped being able to relate to them.
Yeah.
This sounds weird, but like, oh my god, Macaron!
Oh my god.
Flying around like a fucking green goblin. Oh my god, run, Macaron, hide in the leaves! The reason why is because I used to find them like really relatable and endearing. I remember them telling a story about how like they went to like a grocery store and like they couldn't afford like an avocado or something like that. And I'm like, man, like I can relate to that. I've been in that situation. I'm still in that situation to a degree where you go to the grocery store like, man, I want this potato, but I can't have it. I was going to say tomato, but I thought, oh no. I don't want
Well,
it.
you know, potato, tomato. You know.
And I remember just thinking to myself, like, man, these guys are so humble. They're so down to earth. Like, I see a lot of myself in them. But now they're so big. They're so popular. They've got so much money. They like Ela owns like a super successful like fashion brand. Obviously, even has like a super successful podcast. They're rubbing elbows with all these celebrities and stuff. They got a huge family. They got multiple kids. They live in like a mansion. They got like these expensive cars. I'm just like, I just can't relate to you anymore, you know? And it's not me trying to say, God, I wish they never got successful. That's not the case at all. Like, I'm glad they got successful. I honestly think they deserve it. However,
they didn't stay humble.
I can't relate to them anymore. Drew Gooden did a great video on this called Losing Your Relatability. He didn't talk about them particularly, but he talked about like these other YouTubers who like their biggest issue is like, oh man, our third mansion that we're building, they didn't put in the right... Are you okay, dude?
Are you scared?
I just found myself like, he was talking about in the Drew Gooden video, he was talking about YouTubers that like, you know, how can you relate to these family vlogging channels that started off so wholesome 100 relatable and now they're living in mansions, but also like just people like Jerry Seinfeld, right? Where it's like his comedy used to be like the everyday like brand of like, oh man, remember the tag you get with your clothes or whatever? Like,
What's
what are you
the
supposed to do with that?
deal
You know, what's the deal
with
with airline
airline
food?
food?
Yeah. But now he himself lives in a giant mansion and he has his fucking servants do all this shit for him and stuff like that. And you're like, I can't relate to this stuff. Like, I think he did a bit recently like about heated seats or something in cars and how like, you know how your car has a heated seat but it's like never quite the right temperature and people are like, no, you don't have heated seats in our cars.
Yeah.
It feels like that, you know, where it's just like, I'm not trying to say that they're completely unrelatable. I don't know, I haven't watched them in a long time, but like I've definitely just kind of like lost interest because there are many reasons, but that was a big one where it's just like I just don't relate to you guys anymore.
If you want to appeal to the masses, you kind of have to know what it's like to live a normal life.
Well, and they do.
No,
It's just
they
like
know what it's like to live a normal life 10, 15 years ago.
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to wish people like not success, but it's just a thing that comes with success. Is like, you're just going to, if you become like a millionaire or whatever, and you live in a mansion and you have a huge fucking successful career, inherently people aren't going to be able to relate to you. It's not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing
Yeah.
you have to consider when that happens. Am I going to die? Yes.
Definitely want to set anything in stone, 'cause I'm not entirely sure. But I think the next time we do a Frank game would probably be Medieval, if I had to make a lockdown.
Okay, yeah. I haven't seen much of that game, but I've always wanted to, so that would be good.
Yeah.
I know about him because he does this funny dance in that, like...
PlayStation All-Stars, baby. Yeah.
Next time on PlayStation All Stars.
next time PlayStation All-Stars, I'm going to walk into a room that's got nothing in it.
Oh.